In the chat, people had said that India might win by 90 runs.
Sarat Chandra had said that.
Sarat Chandra had said that, right? I don't know what match was he seeing. Because India have not beaten England by 90 runs. They have humiliated England by 150 runs. 150. That is the margin. And because of that, India have taken a 4-1 series win. And the contest was not even close. All out for 97. That means you lost to Abhishek Sharma alone by 38 runs. That is the nature of this defeat. One-sided, lopsided, humiliation, whatever adjectives you want to call it, that is fitting England. What a terrible, terrible show by the England bowlers and the batters.
No, I just want to understand one thing now. Is Joss Butler going to take a dig at the Indian team and the ICC?
No,
him taking, see, that's, I think that is a different debate altogether. But before we, be proud and talk about the Indian team at length, just talking about England, I think some very serious questions need to be asked to the England side, because I think conditions absolutely suited the style of play they wanted to play. They tried to play. India definitely replicated that, took advantage of the conditions on most of the occasions, barring that one or two games in that for that fact of matter. But England team, despite having all the conditions, flat wickets or situations, good batting conditions all throughout the series, where we were expecting that this English batting lineup can actually go absolutely crazy and just score 200, 250s every time they come out to bat. But that's not been the case. So some really serious questions need to be asked, despite the fact that the Indian bowling was kind of, I wouldn't say depleted, because you ended up winning the series 4-1, but you were playing more of a team that aided batting. You were trying to bat deep, as deep as possible. So in that scenario, the Indian bowling also did suffer a little bit on occasions. So despite all of these factors being in favor of the England team, this is the result that we are getting to see by the end of the series. So England cricket seriously needs to, look at the mirror and see what exactly is going wrong there.
See, if they have been looking into the mirror, they have not been learning. Because look at it. 2023, it was dubbed as the worst title defense by any British entity.
Exactly.
Their title defense in 2023 was next to horrendous when you look at it. Look at 2024. Sure, they got outplayed in the semi-final, but then they got totally outplayed. And they only managed to scrape through because all the others faltered along the way. For example, West Indies, I think, faltered.
Yeah.
Afghanistan put up a good fight. England, when you look at it, see, South Africa versus Afghanistan, India versus England. But India versus England was a no contest at the very beginning. Here in these conditions, England were totally outplayed in Kolkata, have been absolutely outplayed in Mumbai. In between those three games, okay, you managed to win one because India went into conservative batting in one of the games, Rajkot. But then in all the others, Chennai was one where they'll rue back and say, oh, please, we should have managed to win that. But the concussion sub rule was not directly India's fault when you look at it. England were poor in all the other facets of the game in Pune.
Yeah, and that's what I think Mone Maukale had also said at the post-match press conference of the Pune T20I, that we just took the options to the match referee and he agreed.
Now look, England have let that cloud their own judgment.
Yeah.
Because see, today Joss Butler's intent from the very beginning, at the toss itself, they got 4 impact subs. Sure, for once England were on the wrong side of the rules. I do agree with that, because there is no way that if you look at it, Harshit Rana and Shivam Dube are like for like. Sure, Shivam Dube took 2 wickets today.
Yeah, he showed you today. I was about to get to that.
30 of 13 balls, 3 4s and 2 6s at a strike rate of 230. But Harshit Rana will not give you 230 strike rate. It's going 30 or 40 of 15 balls. He'll take you 3 wickets, but Dube also took 2 wickets today. Abhishek Sharma 135 and has taken 2 wickets in 1 over. Abhishek Sharma, that shows against spin you can't play well. Okay.
No, and that too against spin where you're chasing a total on a flat pitch where dew is a very big factor and spinners are more sort of, flattish, more sort of all-rounderish in that sense.
But no, today the Surya hinted that there was not much dew because there was breeze. It was breezy at the Wankhede, and that is why today dew was not there. It was far more humid than you can be. And again, see, dew, when you look at it, the likes of Bishnoi, Varun Chakravarthy, Akshar Patel, they are not reliant on spin. They are reliant on
Exactly,
skid.
that's what I'm saying.
So lack of dew means it would have been a bit more tougher. But then England, look, only Phil Salt showed the intent. But apart from that, it was a terrible, woeful performance from the England batters who just can't play seam and spin. I mean, take away that 55, rest of the batting contributed only 42.
Apart from Phil Salt, there was only one batter who could cross the double figure mark.
Exactly,
That's
and that
it.
was Jacob Bethel.
Bethel, yeah.
And Butler has had a terrible series apart from the one against in Kolkata. Ben Duckett has not, apart from Rajkot, he's not done well. Harry Brook, barring Pune, has not done well. Liam Livingston hasn't done well. Bryden Cars did well in Chennai, but otherwise he's also been struggling with the bat. I mean, England have had a collective failure in all the games. India have done well consistently. Either it's been Abhishek who's been stepping up, either it's been Hardik Pandya who stepped up in most of the cases. Their bowlers have stepped up. England's bowlers haven't stepped up, barring Bryden Cars. So, in a sense, England's muddled approach, when you look at it, they allowed the concussion something to get to their heads.
Yeah.
And that is why they put in such a woeful performance.
No, I think today they were just batted out. I don't think how big a role would have been that whatever happened in the previous T20I. I think today it was clearly they were batted out. They had, and then we have been talking about this thing that spin is a very consistent problem. It's not even if the spinners aren't of that quality on occasions, or if the conditions are not favoring the spinners, they just look at spinners and I think they just sort of they just panic.
I mean, see, today the spread was even. 5 wickets by pacers, 5 wickets by spinners. Okay, Shami took 3, Abhishek Sharma took 2, Varun Chakravarthy took 1, Ravi Bishnoi took 1, Shivam Dube took 2. And just go down.
But again, the majority, the wickets taken up front, lots of them were by spinners as well.
Exactly. So Varun Chakravarthy, Ravi Bishnoi, Abhishek Sharma, 5 wickets. Mohammad Shami, Shivam Dube, 5 wickets. Okay. It was a comprehensive spread. And they decided to be very aggressive, but then they fell flat. They couldn't be aggressive because half of the top order fell. As I said, they have lost by 38 runs to Abhishek Sharma alone. That sums up the big gap that is there, and it's their second highest win ever as far as runs are concerned for India. There is nothing to smile about for England in this series apart from a 1 win in Rajkot. So you avoided a final whitewash. Kudos to you. Australia, they came with their depleted side. They won 1 in Barsabara, but then they were also hammered 4-1.
Yeah.
This Indian team hasn't lost a series at home for 6 years. And the trend has continued even now. I mean, I don't see which team now can challenge India in these kind of conditions. The one bad day, only that can happen to them. Or if they bat very conservatively like how they did in
your
Rajkot.
bowling and falter. I think still just scope for one bowling change here and there where you can have that bowling. But I think apart from that,
Jasprit Bumrah back.
Yeah. No, but will you play just Jasprit Bumrah? I think it would be Jasprit and Arshdeep both.
Yeah.
It's basically going to be a return of Kuldeep Yadav also at some stage.
Yeah.
In place of
Bishnoi will get knocked.
But you cannot get in a Kuldeep and Jasprit Bumrah both together. What I feel, because if you get a Jasprit, you anyways are getting rid of one spinner already.
Which will be Ravi Bishnoi.
Yeah, which will be Ravi Bishnoi. So you'll have Arshdeep and Jasprit Bumrah. Then who will
then
Kuldeep come in place for?
Bishnoi.
No. In place of Kuldeep, Bishnoi. In place of Bishnoi, out. Bumrah in.
No, I am saying Pandya doesn't bowl.
No, Shami is not going to be a part of this team.
Shami won't be a part. Shami won't be a part.
Shami won't be a part. At this point, you're playing one full-time pacer. So you will have just place for one full-time pacer. That means Bumrah will come in, Arshdeep won't make it. I am saying, I think that both of them will play. You'll get rid of of
Two spinners.
No, I think just one spinner in Ravi Bishnoi, get in a Jasprit Bumrah and then play Aksar and Varun Chakravarthy. Both of them.
That can be
Because
possible.
Varun Chakravarthy also at this point of time looks untouchable, at least on the kind of form he is today.
I mean, see, he's taken more than, I think he's taken close to 15 wickets if I'm not mistaken.
Who according to you takes the player of the series? Would it be Varun Chakravarthy or Abhishek Sharma?
It should be Varun Chakravarthy.
Varun Chakravarthy.
Not
See,
Abhishek.
player of the match is Abhishek Sharma.
Yeah.
There is no doubt about that. I mean, 135 runs, 7 fours, 13 sixes. The most, I think, by an Indian that has happened. So, he's the player of the match. I think the player of the series is, ideally, it should be Varun Chakravarthy.
Can we see Varun? But I think it could even be Abhishek
12
Sharma
wickets.
because that's by a margin. See, I think they might give it to Abhishek Sharma because I think he would have taken.
Just one knock that he played throughout
No,
the series.
no. He's the highest run scorer of the series.
No, he
Not
is,
even.
but it's basic. See,
No, it's not even because of this innings. Heading into this game, he was anyways the highest run scorer
Yeah, he
in
was.
the tournament.
So
In this
see-
series, sorry. So he anyways would have. He was leading by
Okay,
quite.
yeah, got it.
He was
Yeah.
anyway. So and
So
then
he
he
got
has also.
279 runs.
And
It
he's
does make
also
sense.
picked wickets. So I think
Yeah.
they might give it to him, but ideally it should be Varun Chakravarthy.
12,
Clearly because the
14
conditions
wickets, yeah.
did not suit spinners that much. I think he bowled really good. So ideally it should be him, but I think if we just go by stats and numbers, because of the kind of runs Abhishek has played, plus today's knock, plus he has also taken wickets
Yeah.
on certain occasions.
I mean, it's been a very contrasting series for both Sanju and Abhishek Sharma. Abhishek Sharma had a horrid run in the Bangladesh match where the conditions
Yeah.
were flatter. Here against England, Sanju Samson's been found out. I mean, all innings, he's managed only 51 runs in 5 matches and just at an average of 10. And gotten out in the same way with Surya Kumar Yadav also. A terrible.
Thrice same way.
Only 30 runs in the entire series. 28 runs. 14, 0, 14, 12, 0, 2.
you know, when you win, all these things get hidden basically.
It will get hidden because see, the problem is there are not many flaws in the Indian cricket team, but there are certain things which will be deliberated upon in the
Absolutely.
coming matches. You're winning, all those mistakes are pushed under the carpet. You've got a problem of plenty in the Indian cricket T20 setup. Like we just mentioned, how can we get Kuldeep also in? What wrong has Kuldeep done to be merited? But then see, you can't drop a Varun Chakravarthy, you can't drop in an Aksar Patel. The only one who looks droppable is Ravi Bishnoi, as always is the case. Bumrah will come back. Arshdeep will come
So
back.
will Yashasvi Jaiswal.
Yashasvi will come back. See, Yashasvi, Abhishek, Shubman at number 3.
Shubman, Tilak Verma.
Okay, then Tilak Verma.
No,
Tilak
I
at
think
3,
out
Surya
of
at
I
4.
think out of Yashasvi, Sanju, Abhishek, and Shubman, just 2 will play.
I think basically.
So, okay, my team, if I have to look at it, okay, Yashasvi, Abhishek, Tilak, Surya, Pant. Okay, Pant can be a floater, can be 3, can be the same. Because even Tilak has said, I can bat at 3.
If you end up seeing Pant opening for Lucknow,
I think he might open.
that's I think
possible.
just to think, I think we're just going too far as
Yeah.
seeing into what will happen in 2026 is concerned. But I think whoever might be playing, I don't think the results will be very different. And the reason for that is the kind of mindset that has been
Yeah.
instilled. I talked about this during the mid-inning show also. I think the message is very, very clear in this team that you have to go after each and every ball. Against, even Surya mentioned this at the toss and I really liked it, that he said that there will be occasions where we will terribly fail, but this is how we want to play our cricket and that's exactly what they are doing. On days they will definitely fail, but when they win, the wins will be of this kind of a margin with 150, 100 runs and all of
150,
this.
100. I mean,
Yeah,
see, even see, Rinku Singh unfortunately hasn't had a good time. I mean, he didn't get many
He
chances.
didn't play
but
2
that is-
games also.
He didn't play 2 games.
Three games he didn't play.
Yeah.
I think, but still, in case of Surya Kumar Yadav and Rinku Singh, I don't think there's going to be a big question mark over their place in the Indian T20I 11. I think Rinku Singh, his record speaks for itself. It's just been maybe a couple of series wherein he hasn't done well, but before that he was one of India's consistent performers in the T20I setup. Let's just not forget that he was unlucky to miss out on a place in the India's T20 World Cup squad also in the USA and Caribbean conditions. Rinku Singh. So I think in case of Rinku and Surya Kumar, it's just I think a matter of time before they strike form. But what is basically a bigger worry is that Sanju Samson has really been found out. I think he hasn't really done well against a more quality bowling attack. Same type of dismissals in all 5 matches. What it basically does to India is that Tilak Verma has given you a lot of assurance. there isn't, much to be deliberated upon. Surya Kumar Yadav also, the next T20I series he plays, he could very well be India's leading run scorer and even the player of the series also. You have Hardik Pandya, whose credentials are unquestionable pretty much. Shivam Dube has once again started to come to his own. There's going to be a return of Nitish Reddy also.
Yeah.
There's Rinku Singh, Akshar Patel, Ravi Bishnoi, Varun Chakravarthy, Kuldeep Yadav, Bumrah, Arshdeep Singh, Harshit Rana. At some stage, there are going to be a couple of more players also. The only spot that I feel is going to be up for grabs is basically the number 2, because Yashasvi Jaiswal is going to be a sure shot starter. So what it basically does is that if somehow you basically have to make sure that you have to fit in a keeper, because 3, 4, 5, 6 are pretty much settled. You cannot remove Tilak Verma. You cannot remove Surya Kumar Yadav also unless he horrendously, gets out of form. There is Hardik Pandya, Nitish Reddy, Rinku Singh and all the other players that I just mentioned. There's only one spot up for grabs in this current Indian team, and that's number 2. And basically, there are more than 2 contenders who are fighting for it. There is Abhishek Sharma, there is Sanju Samson, there is Rishabh Pant. So technically, that spot could basically go to a wicket keeper, and that's where I probably now understand the rationale behind of Rishabh Pant probably thinking to open the innings for Lucknow Super Giants in the Indian Premier League.
Well, then see, there is a contest now. Matchups, if you look at player versus player.
Yeah.
Abhishek Sharma versus who? For the number 2 spot, okay? Versus who? Like, I'm saying it's Rishabh Pant versus Sanju Samson for the keeper spot as and backup. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's divide according to role. Rishabh Pant versus Sanju Samson for the keeper slot. Now, Rishabh Pant could be in the fray if he does well in the IPL. Or if Sanju doesn't have a
No, if it does well in the IPL or if it does well while opening in the IPL. There's a difference.
Opening in the IPL.
You can even fit in an Abhishek Sharma and Yashasvi, or for that matter an Yashasvi and Shubman Gill, and play Rishabh Pant somewhere in the middle. Even that is a possibility.
How do you fit someone into a middle? Let's just see, let's just go by a hypothetical India 11. Okay.
If you open with Yashasvi and Abhishek or Shubman.
I'll just, I'll get to that. Okay. Jaiswal is pretty much fixed. By the way he's going about his work, Jaiswal looks to be a sure shot starter unless he terribly gets out of form. Let's just not, have a number 2 as of now. You have Tilak Verma at number 3, Surya Kumar Yadav at number 4.
Hardik at 5.
Hardik at number 5.
6
you have Shivam Dube, Rinku at number 6.
Yeah.
Akshay Patel at number 7.
Yeah.
There's going to be a number 8. It could be Nitish Reddy. It could be anyone for that
That's why I'm
matter.
saying on that slot you can have a wicketkeeper at number 7 and Aksar at number 8. What's the harm in that? Because then you'll have Jasprit Bumrah, Arshdeep Singh and your two spinners. You're all sorted in that sense.
So maybe, okay, and that's where maybe, India will have a lot to think about. You have been having,
No, that's why I'm saying it's not like I still don't think that it's sealed in that sense that you need a wicketkeeper only who can open.
No,
I think that's
I
not
get that. I get that. The
surety
only
at
problem
this
here
point.
is that your middle order is stacked with a lot of options, but at the opening slot, that is where there's one position that's up for grabs, that's where you would want a wicketkeeper who can open.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that you would definitely want that in ideal situations. That's the only option at this point of time is Sanju Samson. If he's not doing well, if he's terribly out of form, and then you are seeing somebody like an Abhishek Sharma and also Shubman Gill who's still not in the T20 things as of now, then you have no other option but to accommodate a wicketkeeper in the middle order. Wicketkeeper too, because anyways you have to play a wicketkeeper. So when you don't have that option, one slot will automatically have to open in place of one of the all-rounders, and then you also have to open a slot for Jasprit Bumrah. So anyways, I think that's why I feel it's not a certainty in that sense, or I don't even feel that Sanju Samson will be given a longer rope on the basis of this fact that because he's a wicketkeeper, and that could be the ideal situation. I don't think that the thought process is going at that point right now.
Just one quick point, Siddharth, before you say your thing. I think having Rishabh Pant in the middle order in T20Is is a waste option for India, because having him beyond a position of number 3, I don't think it's going to reap any benefits for this Indian T20I team. Rishabh Pant in T20Is in the middle order is never going to benefit. It has never benefited India, and I don't see that happening now. So that's where maybe Rishabh Pant, now he probably is thinking to open for Lucknow Super Giants. I think maybe I understand the reason now, because he also pretty much understands this thing that your middle order is stacked. You don't really have any open position there.
So see,
But
look
if
at
you're not able to play a wicketkeeper at the top of the order, then you have no other option but to play one, na?
Yeah, obviously
That's what
you
I'm
will
saying,
have to
yeah.
play one at.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that a wicketkeeper, if somebody is pushing the door so much, scoring at a strike rate of over 200 consistently, then you cannot keep that slot open on this basis that you need a wicketkeeper over there.
Exactly.
Is what I'm trying to tell
Exactly.
you. So Rishabh Pant, even if he comes to open, and then you have an Abhishek Sharma who's even doing better than a Rishabh Pant, then you might need Rishabh Pant despite scoring at the top of the order. He had to have to bat in the middle order. So I think in that sense, for Sanju Samson, I think it's not going to be not too much time more.
yeah, so player of the match is Abhishek Sharma, but player of the series is Varun Chakravarthy, which we can confirm. See, amongst this 11, there are 4 names who can be dropped. 4 names. Agree or disagree in one word, just tell me.
Yeah.
Amongst the current lot based on current form.
Yeah.
Shami,
Definitely.
because he is not in the fray for T20Is, he could be in the fray for ODIs.
He was just
Or rhythm.
brought back, into
Yeah.
the T20I setup because you wanted him to get into rhythm ahead of the Champions Trophy.
Sanju Samson,
Yes.
drop. Because on current form. I'm looking at current form. okay?
Absolutely.
But just touching upon Shami, he was looking better, much better today.
But I think, see, he'll be for ODIs at this stage. And see, because
I think just in the sense of
Yeah.
rhythm.
rhythm, he's now gotten into rhythm, he'll now play the ODIs in a much better way in that sense. So, yep, Shami for T20Is, I don't think he's a T20I option.
But yeah,
Neither is Sanju Samson on current form. Third, maybe this will divide opinion. Rinku Singh.
I think it's a yes for me. Yeah. I think yes.
who will play in place of
Wait,
him?
I'll tell you. Okay, now, so it's divided. Okay, number 4.
No, basically, before
Ravi
this,
Bishnoi.
before this, I said that, Rinku Singh's form is not a problem. But then, if I have to answer Siddharth's question that on current form, can he be dropped? It's a yes.
Then the other one, the fourth one is Ravi Bishnoi.
His current form is not bad.
But again, we have seen whenever he's in good form, he still gets dropped. He's the easiest to drop.
Yeah.
So, 4 names that you got on. Okay, Rinku. See, there are so many options, okay. You got a Nitish who can come back. You got a Shivam Dubey who can come back. Because if Yashasvi comes in and Rishabh Pant comes in, where will you slot the others? That's the problem. Hardik, Nitish, Shivam. And only one batting slot is available in the lower middle order. Who can that be? You can't drop an Aksar. And Aksar is certified at 7. Okay. So what I was saying, Abhishek Sharma, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Tilak Verma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Rishabh Pant, Hardik Pandya, number 5 or number 6. Number 7 is Shivam Dubey or Nitish Reddy. 8 is Aksar.
And then your 3 bowlers.
9 is either Varun Chakravarthy. Kuldeep doesn't play. Yeah, I've got Jasprit Bumrah and Arshdeep Singh.
Yeah.
Looks likely.
That is the pair. I'm going with Hardik Pandya as my full-time option then. If not a Hardik Pandya or Shivam Dubey or a
You have
Nitish
3
Reddy.
plus, then you have 3 plus 2.
2. I've got 2 players and you're going to play in these kind of similar conditions in February, March. Almost. Not entirely, almost similar. The problem here is, we have got this problem plenty. If Rishabh Pant opens the batting, he complicates the situation entirely.
Correct.
Because on what basis can I drop an Abhishek Sharma? I can't drop an Abhishek Sharma. I can't drop a Yashasvi.
I think
unless
the fight between Samson and Abhishek is more likely going to be for the third backup opener option.
Unless there is another theory. If Pant opens, Jaiswal doesn't play. I'm sorry. Jaiswal will not play.
You cannot keep Jaiswal out. It's as simple as
you
that.
didn't play him even in the T20 World Cup of 2024.
Yeah.
But he was ahead of everyone else.
But then if you want to get a Rishabh Pant in, as Gulati said, he's a wasted option in the lower middle order.
Yeah, absolutely. You are going to waste him. You're basically going to, you're not just going to waste him, you're going to waste a spot in your 11. So it's better to have someone who specializes as a middle order wicketkeeper batter rather than having someone as Rishabh Pant who does not really do any good for you in the
But
T20
you have
team
nobody
in the
like
middle
that,
order.
na? You have nobody for that specific slot.
Yeah,
Then you have
don't-
no other option.
I think that's what this Indian team has done. If you look at the pattern in the last 8 to 10 months or so, your keeper has pretty much opened in the T20I, in any of the T20I series that you have played, whether it's Sanju Samson. I think it's maybe just a few matches, a couple of matches here and there wherein Dhruv Jurel has played. He has batted in the middle order. But majorly, you've had either Sanju Samson opening the innings or Rishabh Pant, who played against Sri Lanka in the T20I series and he batted at number 3.
So that is the thing. See, Pant has batted at number 3. Even the T20 World Cup, he played at number 3.
Yeah, he did.
And his role in the white ball setup, is especially in T20s after his comeback, has been number 3. In Delhi Capitals, he played at number 3 only. Samson has batted in all positions, but in the IPL, he's predominantly number 3 or an opener. Okay. Now, if Pant comes in, if he opens, then Jaiswal doesn't play on current form. I mean, Jaiswal can only play and Pant can also play if you don't play an Abhishek Sharma. That is the only way possible.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying it's going Abhishek Sharma. Anyways, I don't know how much possibility there is of Abhishek Sharma actually making it to the 11. But yeah, definitely as a backup opener option, I think the fight is for that only.
Yeah, so see, I've got Austin Kuna has like just given me a list of what all are the T20Is coming up. Okay. Versus Bangladesh, you've got 3 T20Is in August. Okay, that's after the England series.
Yeah.
That is.
I think it is going to be in Bangladesh, 3 T20Is. T20 Asia Cup in India, which is on September. That's a T20 format. Versus Australia, 5 T20Is away. Versus South Africa, 5 T20Is in December. Versus New Zealand, 5 T20Is in January. Then you have the February to March T20 World Cup.
So T20 World Cup is exactly a year from now.
So you are playing mostly 25 T20Is when you look at it.
And
5,
now
5, 5, 3, which is 18 in bilaterals.
Yeah.
Asia Cup, I think it will be
About 5-6 games.
5-6 games.
About
yeah.
25.
25 games you are playing before the T20 World Cup. Now,
Which is good preparation.
which
actually.
is, I mean, I am not going by the preparation that will. You see, last time in 2022, you played 32 T20Is before the T20 World Cup, but you fell in the semi-final.
Yeah.
You played very less in the 2024 T20 World Cup. I mean, you played against Australia, you played, I think, in South Africa also, if I'm not mistaken, and you played against Afghanistan. But then after that, you didn't play. You played only the IPL, and then you went directly into the T20 World Cup. So, preparations can differ. But 25 games until from this point on, from August to February, March, you're in T20 mode. That is when you'll have to make some key decisions. Firstly, if you want to persist with Abhishek Sharma, then Jaiswal doesn't make it.
I think IPL is going to be an important tournament here.
Yeah,
As
I
far
know.
as the
Yeah,
form
2
is
IPL.
concerned.
No, just one IPL.
Just one IPL. Yeah, yeah.
You've
just
just
one
one IPL.
Just one
Yeah.
IPL.
This IPL, I think, will really change the
It
picture.
will
a lot.
determine. See, 3 things. Samson versus Pant.
Yeah.
It's now very clear. There is no Jurel in the mix now. Unless something changes. There's no Jurel in the mix.
There's no Jitesh Sharma in the
There's
mix.
no Jitesh Sharma in the
Never
mix.
know. No, I'm saying, for example, a Prab Simran has a dream IPL 25.
Then it's a
Then
different thing.
everything changes. That's why I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I'm not
yeah.
looking too
No,
much.
You see now you basic.
Because again, he solves that. So
What-
I'm
see,
not
I'm
saying
not
it's
looking at the
far-fetched.
IPL.
Yeah,
I'm not
what
looking at
Siddharth
IPL.
is
No,
basically
but F
saying is,
selectors will.
Yeah, I mean,
See-
as far as current assessment
Yeah.
now, I am saying.
see what Siddharth is basically saying is that it is going to be a clear toss-up between either Samson or Rishabh Pant. Unless someone has a dream IPL or a dream tournament, then it's going to be a different ball game altogether.
And who will he leapfrog? Suppose you're talking about Prab Simran, you're talking about all the other keepers. He will leapfrog as the backup.
Correct.
He'll probably not he'll be there the squad. See, for example, if Pant is the first choice, which I think he is, and we're not discussing one more player in this list who may have a chance.
Shan Kishan.
No, I'm talking about
Jitesh.
another player in the all-rounders list.
Ramandeep.
Ramandeep. He's way behind in the
No,
pecking
Ramandeep
order.
is a good backup basically.
Yeah. Whoever does well in the IPL most likely will leapfrog that player as the backup to a certain player. For example, Ramandeep might leapfrog Nitish or at max a Shivam Dubey if he has a great IPL.
For that, he needs to bowl consistently.
Yeah, which is why I think it's not there. Samson, if he fails and Rishabh Pant has a good IPL, then whoever succeeds, say Nishan Kishan or Prab Simran, he'll leapfrog Samson as the backup. He will not be there as I don't know whether there'll be a sure shot in the 11. Forget the 11. I'm not picking the 11. I'm looking at squad of 15. Could be Samson misses out and someone else comes in. Sure, but so hard is the format. I mean, just in South Africa, he had hit 200s.
Correct. And one against Bangladesh also.
And against Bangladesh, so he added 300s in the space
That's
of
how
that period.
T20 cricket is, high paced.
Abhishek Sharma was under the pressure for failing after Zimbabwe, but now he's in the frame of things. Again, let me tell all our family members that T20I selection, nothing is cast in stone. Let us be very honest about it. Even you also can't decide what's a T20I team because we don't know until the very last moment.
Correct.
IPL will determine a lot of things as far as the backup is concerned, who's the playing 11 at this point in time. But it's a clear-cut battle. If Abhishek Sharma plays, Yashasvi can't play. It's simple. Unless Abhishek continues to have a very bad run and Yashasvi continues to dazzle.
Yeah.
That is the only way I look at it. Otherwise, it's not possible. Rishabh versus Sanju. That is the only thing that I'm looking at. The all-rounders. The all-rounders have a big thing. Hardik, Nitish, Shivam Dube and Ramandeep. But I think Ramandeep is way down the pecking order.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the backup, it is a tussle between Nitish Reddy and Shivam Dube. Hardik will have to start. That is not a thing. So that is why this is a big issue that's there. And as far as the bowling composition is concerned, Ravi Bishnoi will unfortunately have to make way. Because if you are playing three spinners, you've got Aksar and Varun. Then you're playing with only that same combination which you're playing in
Correct.
This. Either only a Bumrah and Hardik bowl and three spinners bowl. Bumrah will be your constant, the other pacer might be rotated upon. That is the way we are looking at it at this point in time. So, yes, it has given us plenty of positives, the Indian cricket team in the T20I setup. And Gambhir is talking to the host broadcasters at this point. We'll see what he has to say. So, let's look at that up. So, let's take a couple of comments here. I mean, Danush is saying, even in his favourite Wankhede, Suryakumar Yadav not even 0.1% of ABD. Sanju out to short ball. If this was Shreyas in national headlines, would be like blaring. But isn't the spotlight already on Sanju Samson?
It is.
Okay. Sure. Suryakumar Yadav, the comparisons now are starting to look vague with that individual. I mean, see, AB de Villiers did have success. But a lot of the fans jumped on the bandwagon. And Danush, let's make one thing very clear here. Many fans jumped on that bandwagon. You are the one who just said, oh, no, he's not like that. Then that's credit to you then. You're away from the pack. But there was at one point, he was your best T20I batter. Now, 30 runs only in the 5-match series. 0, 14, 12, 0, 2. That's it. That is Suryakumar Yadav. So, yes, higher the grace, the bigger they fall. I mean, that's the thing. The higher they score the runs, the bigger is the form slump. So, yeah. Wankhede, it was not up to him. I mean, Suryakumar Yadav tried that scoop which has worked, but now it's getting top edge and the catch has been taken. So, yeah, bad times for Suryakumar Yadav in that sense. Abhishek Sharma, Mumbai matches here. Where is Nikhil, sir? Quoting Ravish, England bowlers have no plan B, no Yorker, no slow ball, just sheer pace with bad lengths. England can only show brilliance, not consistency. True. No, I don't think England can show brilliance also now with this team.
Once in a blue moon.
I think we're not actually talking about the England's performances here because they're really turning out to be very bad ever since the 2023 ODI World Cup. I think there's no, clutch players that they have. More importantly, I think it's game awareness. And I think one part that we are clearly missing is that, this is, some bad captaincy by Joss Butler also as far as, rotating the bowlers are concerned. I think if there's one thing that I have noticed in, Joss Butler is that he's probably, turning out to be a very stubborn captain.
Yeah.
Not making those changes that should be required. Why didn't, England go with a certain Rehan Ahmed or any of the other spinners? Because you do need some backup for Adil Rashid, or probably you need someone who can support him that well. Yep. So, I think Butler's captaincy also needs to be questioned. And more importantly, I think England, they really need to, look deeply into this baseball approach. I think sometimes you need to play, I think more often than not, international cricket is about playing mindful cricket. Enough said.
There is nothing called baseball here. It's just mindless cricket. There is mindless cricket being played by England. That's why they have been having a slump ever since 2023. At certain points in time, if your car is stuck in 7th gear, you are bound to head into a catastrophe.
Correct.
You are now on a very uneven road and you're not adapting to it. So you will get an accident at this point. So it's a terrible situation if you're an England cricket fan. I mean, they have been in the doldrums ever since 2023. Australia have consistently beaten them. Even a test team also doesn't look all that promising. Although they did beat Sri Lanka at home, kudos to them, but they have not beaten India now for close to how much? 7 years. They have not
Yeah.
beaten India for 7 years. They have not beaten Australia for 10 years now, close to. I mean, they last beat them in 2015.
Yeah.
So against the top teams, England are struggling, and there is no way out for them at this stage. Sandpaper is saying now it's concerning. Suryakumar Yadav 3 knocks versus South Africa, 5 knocks versus England. When is the next T20I series?
August.
August
I think it
against Bangladesh.
should be fine. He has a good IPL. Any which ways, he's going to, continue to, captain this Indian T20I side. I don't think it's a big cause of concern. But then, you're talking about a total of 25 T20Is that India will play now in lead up to the T20 World Cup. If Surya doesn't score in the first 7 to 8 T20Is, then it's going to be alarm bells.
Now see, Surya, unless
No, I don't think that's going to be alarm bells. I think he's the last of your worries at this point.
Yeah.
There aren't too many, but still, I think you're not going to look into that too much.
yeah. So Sarat Chandra is saying, Sitsa, I may be the last to say, but KL keeping plus having a great season, 170 plus strike rate. Who knows? Fits all puzzles with form of Sanju and Pant being checked. Brook got distracted by local trains, or was he distracted by the breeze? By the Marine Drive.
No,
breeze?
that happened at Chepauk.
It happened at Chepauk. No,
Yeah.
but then see, KL Rahul. Now see again. We are hoping that he has a great IPL. 170 strike rate for KL. That is asking a bit too, but you never know. I mean, it can happen. But then I think with so much in this team, I think you have looked past KL.
Yeah.
You have looked past KL, unfortunately, because
I
how will you
agree.
get it?
It doesn't take time and things to change. It can
You
happen.
just need one good IPL.
But then see, you tried him in 21 and 22. He didn't play in 24, and India won without him. Now with Pant and Sanju there, where will you fit in a KL? If you're fitting him in, it's going to be very, very hard.
Yeah.
And that's why I think you have to look past KL at least in T20Is. ODIs, he'll be definitely one of your key players, but T20Is, I think, even if he has a 170 plus IPL with 500 runs, it'll be tough.
No, but it will be very difficult to ignore him also. He can be like one of the backups, but you can't
He
really
can
ignore
jump
him.
the queue.
Yeah.
As Gambhir has pointed out, that there is no fixed
Is he
batting.
going to keep wickets?
That's the thing.
KL
You can't play him as a pure batter.
I
I'm
think
sorry.
I'll basically go back to that report, that did the rounds in January 2024. That I think KL did have, there was a chat between selectors and KL that they are probably, looking at him as a middle order batter now across formats. And maybe, there was also a discussion that, whether I should bat at in the middle order, even in the IPL also. But then, I think it was made clear to him that we are not looking at you for the T20
See,
World Cup.
Gambhir made a statement now that there is no fixed
Batting order. Yeah.
Which means now, see, if you play KL as a opener or as a middle order, how will he get in? What is the legitimacy to drop a Yashasvi or a Abhishek Sharma? There is nothing. KL will have to do something spectacular, but I think it's unfortunately not working for him at this point in time.
Yeah.
See, he will mostly be opening for Delhi Capitals, or he'll bat at number 3.
No, I think he'll open.
He'll open. That's the problem. So you already got
No,
too
but if
many
he's
openers.
opening and he's keeping, then
You can't play KL as a pure batter.
I don't think KL will keep wickets for DC. I think you'll probably go with Abhishek Porel.
So,
It's possible.
see, KL can't be picked as a proper batter alone.
True.
He can't. He can't fit in. There's too many players in the middle and
You need to be
opening.
doing 2 tasks to get into the T20I
Exactly,
team. Yeah, let's
exactly.
move on. Priyanshu, for CT, can Varun be added in place of Sundar? I think we'll have the final confirmation of it by February 11th. But then,
Yeah.
going by the current form, anything can happen.
But
Brook-
again, don't mix formats. That's all I will say.
absolutely. Brook is disappointing against spin, but gets compared as best 3-format batter like Virat. Greg Chappell did that. Or some say he's a better test batter than
No,
Sachin.
I think, see, his
He's
spin woes
obviously
have
he's
been
talking about,
highlighted.
Greg Chappell.
His spin woes have come to the fore in a big, big way. And if he doesn't do well against spin, he's in trouble. He's in big, big trouble. For players to show that they are the best in the business, if you're from the Sena countries, you need to do well in Asia.
True.
And for Asian batters, they will have to do well in the Sena countries. Brook hasn't done well in India. He's not done well against Australia also, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's had a very... he's not played
Brook
much
has
against them.
only done well against New Zealand, Pakistan, And I think there's one more country if I'm forgetting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brook will really have to work very, very hard at this stage.
Yeah, he's only done well against New Zealand in New Zealand, against Pakistan in Pakistan, and in England.
Pakistan, until they dished out those roads, after they dished out those spinning tracks,
Then every
he's been woeful.
England batter
Yeah.
struggled. Yeah.
So,
Freaking awesome.
Abhishek has hit the highest number of sixes in Wankhede. He's the second batter who's hit a ton here after Chris Gale. Yeah, against England, incidentally. No bowler has bowled a maiden in this venue. Archer is the most expensive bowler here. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And Nirmal Kumar. Today, Sanju Samson got injured and Jurel replaced him because Indian did not have other wicket-keeper playing 11. Else, Harshit Rana. So what? I didn't read the entire. Yeah. Else, Harshit Rana would have replaced Samson's like-to-like replacement. Nirmal Kumar, see, I agree with whatever has been said, and I think Butler has a legitimate gripe. I think the match referee missed the plot. Honestly, Harshit Rana and Shivam Dubey are not like for like.
Somebody, a really good talker, would have gone to him and talked it out.
Maybe. So Piyush Nande, Shashwat literally said England will go for the win and end up losing by 150 runs. In mid-innings, the universe just said Tatastu, listen, 904 times time last leg. Yeah, you did. And you'll go, but you gave in a very high percentage, 60-40. I remember that.
Yeah,
But
because,
that was, I think, 72. I would have given 80-20 if I was
no,
there
many
for the
people
live.
gave 80-20 as well.
Yeah. England's nightmare, Mr. Creator, is finally, now we begin India's nightmare. The self-destructive combo of King, Hitman, Kela.
No, I think we are. I think KL
Mr.
has been.
Creator, come on.
KL has been your best batter, I think, in the
Yeah.
ODI format in the last 1.5 years or so now.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ishmeet Singh from Canada, thank you so much that you're a big fan of sports today. Thank you so much. And the other comment, well, it's for them to decide.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Then anything else go up? It's not a nightmare here, Mr. Creator. Come on. I mean, in KL, Virat and Rohit have been good ODI players. Let's make no mistake about it. So that's why it's a really, really good thing. Up, even further. Because it's the same repetition over and over and over again. Like
I think we've done most of the comments.
oh, we have done it. Wow. Wow. We have finished all the comments also so soon. It's the same. I mean, today they have been inspired by watching the Mumbai local train, I guess. The same repetition over and over and over again. Wow, guys, you are really.
It's been taken, yeah.
Everything's been taken. Yeah. So we are now bidding. Which one? We have taken for CT.
He's saying, continue what you are doing.
Okay. So that is why, I mean, India, our family members have been inspired by local trains. They have been relaying the same announcement over and over again. So that is why, as far as other things are concerned, we are saying goodbye to the T20I format for 1 month now, 1.5 months.
Yeah, I think we have a couple of new comments. Akhil Tilak, guys, what will happen if Sanju does well in IPL?
If he does well in IPL, he continues the same Asamanjas. Like, what do you do with Sanju Samson? He will play. If he has a good IPL, he will play. He'll be ahead of the pecking order, and Rishabh will be your backup, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Vaibhav Taragi, GG with skies like Adidas would throw with these. Oh,
man, we don't have to take this. Yeah, that's
please,
very mean.
Vaibhav Taragi, that's very mean.
Piyush Nandre has a comment that AI has predicted India versus Australia final again in Champions Trophy. Again?
Ouch. No, I'm saying Australia are not making it to the semi. They'll make it to the semis, but I think they are not making it to the final. But yeah, India, if they do well, see, India are in a rather easier group, if we may have to add. There's Bangladesh, there's Pakistan are pretty good.
See, it's actually a make or break tournament. You lose one game, you'll basically stand on the cusp of elimination.
Yeah, I mean, see, it's a repeat of 2021, where you played New Zealand and Pakistan. They were the two teams that you had to win one game, and the rest were all minnows. You didn't win that. So that's a problem. Deba and Majumdar, regards from Abu Dhabi. I've been watching your show every evening and admiring. Well done, team. Thank you so much, Debayan, for your comment. And Nashley, he took the name of 3 who scored the highest.
They are talking in amongst each other.
Acha.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was he talking about and what was the other comment? I have no idea. There's no head or tail at this point in time. So yes, we bid adieu to T20Is at least for 1 month now, from February 6th to March 9th. Or you're going to see only ODI action take place. And you'll have a test match also in between. Sri Lanka versus Australia. 1 test match is remaining. But Australia, Sri Lanka are now playing 2 ODIs.
But it doesn't hold much importance as far as the WTC final is
Yeah.
concerned.
And the three ODIs are now being viewed as the build-up to the Champions Trophy, which will begin on February 19th. And India's game will begin on February 20th at this stage. So, yes, the T20Is is done. India won at 4-1 with victories in Kolkata. Then you lost in Rajkot, you won in Chennai, you won in Pune, and you won in Mumbai. The first ODI will take place in Nagpur on February 6th, which is a Thursday. So we'll be building up for that also. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us. So shall we call it a day?
Yeah.
We can. So let's just call it a day.
You have an early morning flight to catch.
Oh, let's not talk about that. Okay. So, yep, lots more action coming. And by the way, there is a very, very tense Tata Steel chest turning. I mean, it's going to be an absolute thriller. And I think I might be awake for the night because something big is going to happen.
What time?
See, now Gukesh has lost his first loss as a world champion. He's lost. He's on 8.5. But if Pragnananda loses, we go into tiebreakers to decide who's the champion.
Oh.
So what time can people
I mean,
see
the
you
game
again?
is still going on. The tiebreakers will happen after all the games finish. And not all the games are finished. So we could be in until 1, 2 o'clock. It may end at that time also. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live update. And from me, Shashwat and Sid Gulati, it is bye-bye, Nandri, Vanakkam, Shubhratri, Shabba Khair. Eat your vegetables.
And don't trouble your mother.
And stay safe. See you soon. Bye-bye.